Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and I've had a deck come through the post yesterday from the same creator as the Ritual Tarot, so namely Tiera May. Now I'm going to warn you, this isn't going to be a deck for everyone. It's not light and fluffy, it's absolutely the extreme of that. So if it's not something that calls to you, then obviously, feel free to skip this video. But if you know Tiera's work, it is challenging. Well, it is challenging for me, actually. I find it confronting. This is a little guidebook for the Ritual Tarot. But it is a deck that I feel needs to be in my collection. Absolutely. I know there's a lot of hype about this deck in the tarot community world, but yeah, it's a collage deck. So you must have seen plenty of walkthroughs of this deck, and actually I have a walkthrough myself of this deck. So I'll link that below if you want to actually see more of the images of the Ritual Tarot. So Tiera has produced another deck, this time an oracle, and let's open it together. There we go. Right, so on the inside, look at that, isn't that really nice? Stamped on the inside of the box, hedgeriderpress.etsy.com, Tarot Oracle and Ritual Art. So this is Tiera's Etsy. Got a little card here, Art, Tarot, Music. There might be nude images in this deck, just by the by. If again that's something that isn't something you want to see, then obviously, as I said, just skip this walkthrough. Got some paperwork there. Here's the deck, wrapped in black. Let's move this out of the way. And my sticker cut off. And I went through the whole deck and spoke about it, and so I will start again. I'm not quite sure where it cut off, but I'll look in the edit. Let's look at the guidebook first. So it's called a spell book, not a guidebook, interestingly enough. That's the back, 2024, and tieramay.com. Quite difficult to read some of Tiera's handwriting because I think it's probably been done left-handed. Maybe, I don't know, but this was, from what I can remember on the Instagram, is a notebook of Tiera's, and this is where Tiera created all these images in this notebook. I'd love to see it. It's another collage deck, just like the Ritual Tarot is a collage deck, and it's another confronting deck, much like the Ritual Tarot. I find confronting and challenging, and I fully expected this to be just as challenging, if not more. So it came with this note. So I'll read you the note, and it says, because it gives you more of an idea of what this deck is about. It says, "Dear Cave Dweller," and we've got that Hedge Rider Press stamp again. "This oracle, like all Sibylline oracles, is inherently female, a work born from the chthonic womb. She is the same Dark Mother who brought each of us into this world and will lovingly dispatch us to the underworld when our time here is up." And this is something that's coming more and more to mind for me because I've just reached pension age, full disclosure, and it's been challenging to actually come to terms with the fact that I am now a pensioner. And I don't feel like a pensioner, but I'm labelled one now, bus pass and everything. So I think it's time that I started exploring Dark Mother and this sort of energy. She is the blood tide of the black moon and the sabbatic dance on the burial mound. Actually, I'm going to pause again because this morning in the post, what do I get? Pure cremation with a free guide. Well, thank you very much for that. But yeah, it is something, it's a challenging thing to face, Hopefully a lot of you are a long way from that, but you know, I've just reached that threshold, and so it is a threshold into the Dark Mother. And as it says, you know, we come from the Dark Mother and return to the Dark Mother. Okay. To commune with the sacred dark means beginning at the source, and the source is woman. She is the earth. Seek her in the earth. And that sort of touched me as well, because the Dark Mother, the earth, in order to grow something beautiful, we have to give it nourishment. And that nourishment for growth in the earth is messy. Oftentimes my mum would ask us to try and get some horse manure for her roses. You know, it's a dirty, dirty business, but look what is produced. Look at the beauty that is produced from this dark, dark energy. It's just amazing, isn't it? And we all love our beautiful flowers and our vegetables that we can eat. And without all the darkness, we wouldn't get that, would we? Something to think about. Anyway, the Cave of Sybil is an occult divination deck, and that might put some people off as well. But this is insofar as the answers to the riddles in the dark are left hidden. Interesting, isn't it? So this isn't going to be enlightening. This is for you to actually be at peace, I think, with hidden knowledge. So may you meet your own darkness and make it shine. My deepest thanks to you for supporting me in this magical and heretical endeavour. Interesting. Heretical. Anyway, so we have in the guidebook about the oracle. So the Cave of Sybil leads to the underworld, but to get through the Porta Inferno, Sybil demands an offering, a drop of blood, a golden bough, everything we used to be and can never be again. Now we descend into Plutonian darkness. Sounds scary, doesn't it? Beneath the soul underground, an image without beginning, without end. Tells us about Sybil, a telluric witch. The Cave of Sybil is designed to guide you through your own shadow realm and the dark time we live in. And it talks here again about death. After all, death is eternal, it is always there, the ancient serpent that devours the gods behind our altar fires. And we will be wise to live well, so that we may one day die well. This is not a romantic deck in any way, shape or form. This is challenging. And, you know, it's something we do sort of shy away from, isn't it? So we talk here about the art. And here, created by hand over the course of a year in my personal journals and notebooks. Some elements are deliberately shrouded in black, others are revealed. What is concealed is just as important as what is explicit. Each image in the deck is paired with a poetic incantation contained in the accompanying spellbook. So here we can see, look, trial. Mercury mixed with your blood upon the cutting flood of deep rock strata. So you don't get meanings in here. This is what we get. So it's dissected, cut up ritual words and phrases, and then they mix them up and reassemble them. So the spells are designed to deepen your connection to each image as you integrate them into your practice. It says the Cave of Sybil is best experienced at night and in conjunction with its spells. It was born from the dark, therefore darkness is its common tongue. Okay, so we have an image on that page and the spell on the following page. And as you can see, the card titles, some of them are quite difficult to read, but it's a sigil, look. That is a sigil there, that O. So it's interesting, isn't it? So those are the cards. Not in any particular order, actually, which is just as well, because going through them, I did sort of shuffle them as well, and yeah, so they're not in the order they came in. Did I show the box? This is the back, the side. And the top. A chthonic oracle. So yeah, it might go nice with this Wayward Dark Tarot, which is another chthonic deck. and I did do a walkthrough of this one as well, so I'll link that below. But I think I can envision myself using this deck alongside this deck and also use it with the Ritual Tarot. So this is a practice that's going to be a very personal practice, not one I'm going to share at all. It will be in a personal journal, and my card of the year this year is the Star. And so because last year it was a Tower year, I wasn't prepared to do this work in a Tower year, but I am prepared to do it in a Star year for obvious reasons. If you know the tarot, you'll know why I chose this year to do this work. And interestingly, how this came out at just the right time. So alongside the deck also came this little card, Tiera May's calling card, if you like. Tiera May, Art, Tarot and Music, and where you can find Tiera. So there will be not only confronting images but also nude images as well in this deck. So there's another heads up, another warning if it's not something that's calling to you. And maybe this energy isn't calling to you at all, which is totally understandable. But for me, it's imperative, I think. So the Cave of Sybil, the Cave of the Mother. These are the backs, and I'll just go through the deck and tell you the title of the card. And in fact, I'm going to do it the other way around and reveal it the other way around. That might make more sense, actually, given that the title of the card is on the back of the card. Much like they did on this version of the Ritual Tarot. Is I think people were getting confused with the Ritual Tarot as to which card was which. So on this, the latest version of the Ritual, then they actually put them on the back. So one is the Fool's Journey. You have to search for it. Yeah, there's the Fool. Yeah, so people were getting a little bit confused. So Tiera brought that version out, which is very helpful. Anyway, we start here with the way I've shuffled them, and we have Wake. In fact, I'll put them in my hand and do it that way. So yeah, Wake. Mother. Ego. Law. So again, as I said, this is another collage deck, but quite different actually to the Ritual Tarot. Empire. Gatekeeper. Sabbath. Tribute. The earthworm there. They say we all become worm food. Feral. Alchemy. Cunning. Gather. Womb. Ancestor. Here we have Sybil. You feel this energy being pulled in all these different directions. If you are interested in this deck, I do recommend following Tiera May's Instagram, where she does talk about these a little bit. It might help. Masked. Conjure. Unmade. Brew. Bloodstone. Scry. Origin. Harlot. Cord. From the cradle to the grave. Bind. dawn, fates, wane, faceless, messenger, hex, vanity, taboo, other, pestilence, vision, horde, wound, birth, talisman, invader, becoming, lure, conqueror, repeater, omen, trial, communion, outcast, fortune, saturnine, cure, skinwalker, of course the cave of Sybil. So some of the words are quite challenging as well, aren't they? Horde, yeah, some of these are quite challenging in themselves, and I believe Tiera went through a whole process, a whole inner process to produce this amazing deck. The work that went into this, the thought that went into this, and the healing that went into this is amazing. So I think what I will do is, I'm just, for out of interest for me, a couple of things. So I'm going to just look at it alongside the Wayward Tarot and alongside some of the Ritual Tarot. Let's just shuffle it up a bit and just look at the images alongside each other and see how they line up. Like that. They're all black, dark artwork. But obviously Tiera's artwork is going to be more in line with the Oracle. Okay, so let's just go down a bit so it's not so... There we go. And straight away we have the devil. How cool. And this is the Fool's Journey. So we have the devil, the Fool's Journey, and Skinwalker. We have the Knight of Swords, becoming the King of Cups. So the Knight of Swords becoming the King of Cups. We have the Moon. Bind and Death. So really are being confronted straight away, aren't we? But then look, we've got a victory card. What do we have with that? Victory, Ancestor, Tower. You could actually make a story here, couldn't you? How our ancestors tried to be victorious over death and the lengths that they went to try and overcome the inevitable and try and control it when it's something we cannot actually control. Valor, Alchemy, Valor, Alchemy and the Sun. So here we've got Mars in Leo, the Seven of Fire, which is Valor, which aligns to the Thoth system, with Alchemy and the Sun. So it's all about taking a stand, courage, challenge, strength, fighting for what you believe in. So we've got the Nine of Wands. Interestingly, that's a Sagittarian card. I am a Sagittarian. With a Gatekeeper. Isn't that interesting? Because this is sort of the gate almost. This is preventing us from getting through. But we have the Arrow and the Sun and the Moon. The challenge here is the Five of Wands. And it sort of almost repeats, doesn't it? That gatekeeping aspect. Oh, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. Right, okay, so yeah, I understand this isn't everybody's cup of tea, of course it's not. And if it's something that you feel called to, this will be a very strong practice to embark on. And for me, it being the dark time of the year, it seems to be a perfect time for me to go deep within and face some of my fears and my challenges and come out a stronger, more healed person. I think it is part of my healing process to go through this with the help of somebody who's been through it themselves. And that's always a good thing, isn't it? To find somebody who knows what they're talking about. Anyway, I'm going to stop here because I think it's an amazing deck, and I think you can tell I'm really pulled in towards this energy, and it's something I am definitely exploring in the next few months. I hope this video finds you all well after the new year. I'm sorry, some of my videos are taking quite a while to upload for some reason. I mean, the last one took 3 days to upload, and in the end I deleted the upload and re-uploaded it again, and again it took another day. So yeah, I'm not being slack, it's just I think we've had a lot of visitors here, and that's why the internet is a little bit slow. So apologies for that. And yeah, until my next video, and when I manage to get this one uploaded, take care everybody. Bye friends, bye.